maybe 2 or 3 missions today, hopefully. Just depends how I feel on the game. If I feel bored. Let me see if my voice is working. Is my voice working? Yeah, it's working. Is my voice working? Let's go. Anyway, let's get into this game. Wonder if I'll play the cutscene again. Oh, I never played a cutscene game. To be fair, it was a girl that so if you lot did miss the cutscene, oh, my phone just dropped. It was a girl that what's it called? She got off the train drunk and someone was following her. That's all we know for now, I think. So we'll do this mission, then I'll see how, depending on how long. Wow, that is loud. It's worth it, Tiago, man. It's worth it. Don't worry. When does your bill come out? It's worth it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Are you at a friend's house or something like that? 28th of Jan. Yeah, you got time. You got time. It's the 15th, yeah, that's alright. It's a week, or not a week. About 2 weeks, yeah. Just under 2 weeks. You got time, it's alright. Or just connect to someone's Wi-Fi. Connect to someone's hotspot. Yeah, Caf. Yeah, Caf, yeah. Don't they have Wi-Fi there? I'm sure most cafes has Wi-Fi.
That guy there will lead us up.
Which guy? Oh, that guy. It's a cheap Portuguese guy.
For what I'm about to see.
You might have to, what's it called? You might have to just use your mum or your dad's hotspot or something like that. Just quickly just ask them to use their phone, turn on their hotspot, and just quickly use their hotspot. I mean, I didn't need that car to...
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
So you try robber.
I doubt it.
Well, pick that up, then put that in your pocket real quick, man.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
Footsteps.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Probably nothing. Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Welcome, Nuvio. Let's go to her hand, see if her ring. She never had a ring. Oh, for as much as far as we can see. Oh, there's nothing on.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Okay then. Let's go. The hell, who is this? Who are you, cuz?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yeah, go in now. You dropping her back home or she's just gonna walk? Oh no, you're dropping her. Let's hear him call out of his badge number though. How aggressive it is.
Phelps, 1247.
Oh, he's gone to 1247, not 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Okay.
Thanks for your help. Can you keep things under control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
I'll call you when I know something. Meanwhile, get on with the case.
Are you raising your voice up before I come and lick you down? I don't know who you thought you was talking to, mate. Get in the car. Yeah, let's go to the laundry. 1 second, let me just have a sip of my drink. Jesus
No
Christ.
message. Excuse me? There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
The left here. The laundrette is on the left, I think. Superior Laundry. Who are we talking to?
At least the rain stopped. You can change back into those white trucks.
Please, I have business to run.
To who am I talking to then?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
Rude.
You wrote
Come
the
and
number
slap
down
you
on
up.
that dress, is it there?
What was it? Oh, what was the number? Anyone know what the number was? I don't know what the number was. Shit. Ah. It was a dress, but... Oh, green...
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Okay then.
Advice?
We have a lead. Let's find out what the husband has to say for himself.
Okay then. Now we'll go to the husband's house. See what he's on. Oh wait. Should go hobo camp or husband's house?
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
and
go
it's
hobo.
usually
We'll go
correct.
Please,
husband's
please,
house.
for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this.
Oh, they got a whole family.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
What are they, twins?
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Operator, give me R&I.
I've never even meant to use
Want to hear
it.
something funny, Terrelson?
Putting you through now.
Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules
Phelps,
the
badge
matter.
1247.
Oh yeah, Phelps badge,
How can I
1247.
help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks. Need to check if she was a regular.
Okay then. Why is there only one in there?
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Circumstantial.
Eat your food up. I don't know where it is. Oh,
Ours was out in the rain last night.
in her bag.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind. At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Size 8.
See if
There's
Baker can
always a
match the
size 8.
impression to the crime scene.
Okay, no,
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Don't think this is anything.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Baron's bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Why is there only 2 taken out?
I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Oh, that could be a bag.
It'll take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Oh. I think this might be everything, to be honest. Let me go check outside though. Just to make sure.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
I legit thought that he never had anything to do with it. Let's go talk to him anyway.
Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Okay.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. There can't be anyone who knew her.
For the record, Tarleton, did you kill your wife?
Oh my God. No. I didn't kill my wife. And fuck you for suggesting it.
Sorry, mate.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
And?
I was playing pinochle with some of the guys. Teresa had a few belts too many. She said she wanted to go out dancing.
I heard this twice.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Well, we have boot prints. We have the top. Wet jacket or muddy boot prints. Which one should I use? Wet jacket or muddy?
You were out in the rain.
Yeah.
You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me. Teresa noticed. I was half cut. I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Tarleton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. Sounds like the Tarleton broad had her last drink at Barron's bar. We should
Appreciate
check
your
the place
time,
out.
sir.
You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true.
Let's go to the bar. Then we'll go to the hobo camp.
The tuna fish and the chicken.
Gents, drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Tarleton?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
That's a lie. You kept her here until past closing.
Say what? I'd like to see you go ahead and prove it, pal.
Why did I say that? I'm dumb. I don't.
I'm out to help you boys.
I don't know why I
best to
done that.
remember something that could help. And you throw it back in my face.
I don't know why I done that.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here. But nothing to fit that description.
You've never served him?
Oh, shit.
Not a chance. By the sound of it, he's the type of bum you send packing right when he walks through the door.
You want us to catch the guy, sir. We need information, not cute answers and delaying tactic.
I do my best, goddammit. What do you want from a guy?
Any of your regulars know the broad?
Ask him yourself.
LAPD, keep your seats, boys. This won't take a second.
Oh, Evans.
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
That cherry pie was...
LAPD! What are you running from, sir?
Come on, we got a ride. Get in and drive. I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
I beg you, stop.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
Jesus.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I don't think the killer would be kicking back in the bar where he met the Vic in.
Listen, a creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Jesus. I completely missed that.
Let's end this part.
All right, you got me. I've had enough.
Put your hands where I can see them. Name.
Richard Bates. What is it you want?
I'll ask the questions. Firstly, why did you run?
I don't mix with cops if I can help it.
Okay.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor.
You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Voilà.
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor Boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault.
Oh.
Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages for me?
Just a second. You have one new message from Lieutenant Fleischer. Bartender Benny Clough reports victim Teresa Terrellson last seen entering the yellow cab number 3591.
Can you have an APB put out on that vehicle? We'll need all sightings relayed to car 11K.
Sure, Detective. All radio dispatched now.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thank you.
Go to the hobo camp.
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Car 11K, we have a response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. The vehicle has been identified at a gas station. Now heading west on 7th Street.
Garage on 7th Street. Let's hit it, Phelps. The cab driver might tie this whole thing together.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
Guess we're changing plans.
Where's that cab got you now?
11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Where?
Further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591. Vehicle identified at Reggie's Cafe, heading north on Whitmer. KGPL clear.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive. Officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th. And Olive, a 211 in progress and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Might as well go do this little side mission, then go to the hobo camp. Just quickly do this side mission.
This officer needs help. Bank of America, 7th and Olive.
What's happening? He's robbing a bank.
What's the situation? Half a dozen shooters, sir. Cold-blooded sons of bitches. Real professionals.
What do you mean?
Witnesses say they bounced in, aced the guards, and went straight downstairs. Christ knows who they're working for, but whatever's in that vault, they want it bad.
Pick the wrong bank to rob, my friend.
Inside! We've got to clear out the bottom floor.
Come on, make a push to the building. Cover me.
Find some cover! Stay in cover!
Give me some cover.
Son of a bitch shot me!
Get in cover! Empty. Useless.
They've blocked the goddamn stairs. Detective, take the elevator.
All right, I'll wait here. Don't
Okay,
give them a
mad.
chance to regroup.
Wish me luck. Buddies upstairs are dead. That leaves you, pal.
Oh, what's taking so long?
Give it up! There! Real clever, asshole!
Just you and me. You can live to tell the tale.
And shoot straight through you. He was moving nuts with that bank.
Car 11K. Shots fired, suspects are down. We're code 4 here, but I need an ambulance at Bank of America. 7th and Olive. Notify coroner and detective headquarters.
Roger on your ambulance 11K. All units code 4 on the 211 and Bank of America. Code 4.
That one was a bit crazy. Yeah, let's go Hobo Camp. See what's there. I wonder what the highest rank is, like, in terms of the detective work. Like, what's after homicide? If there is anything after homicide. You're the Hobo. That guy's the Hobo.
I fought. Where's my wife? No one cares about me. I took
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. You know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. And they got some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait.
That's him, man, yeah? Swear to God, that's him. You got lucky. Go to the station.
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury.
Detective Speltz and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrelson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrelson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
I don't believe you, Jessup. You let Bates have it. What's to stop me from thinking that you lost your temper and slugged Teresa Terrelson, too?
What have you got that says I hurt her? You got nothing on me. You should cut me a break.
Oh, shit.
I'm trying to do the right thing here.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa?
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
Tell the truth, Jessup. You were running out of time. You wanted to get laid and Teresa wouldn't come across. It made you crazy, so you strangled her with a piece of rope.
For Christ's sake, that's not true. I felt sorry for her. What proof do you have that I strangled her?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've never struck a woman in my life. Done a few things I'm ashamed of, but that's not one of them.
It's the question that he asked.
If your story doesn't check out, Jessup, we're hanging you out to dry.
Can you put the guy in 2 in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Brand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assault.
Thanks.
What now? Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Yeah, let's go to the bus place.
3 suspects in the can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Carrollson picked up.
11K, roger.
Officer needs help, 103 in view.
Oh, what the hell? Yep, we're just gonna come in and do some wheelies. You already know. Oh, Jesus. That's what happens when I start to try and read the chat. Hello, Time to Game, how you doing? Why does it look deserted? Who do I talk to?
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
We'll need to run the loop.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
So we have to drive the whole loop looking for a bus. Hurry up, man.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him. This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like
Still
hard
doing
work.
them wheelies.
This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
Might only need to go round once, hopefully. Oh, that's a tram. I thought that was the frickin' bus.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him, right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty.
Why would you just break? Still no bus. There it is.
How long is this bus route?
It actually covers... That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
What are you talking about? No, we're stopping here.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So Sailor Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers. He left the broad alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
All units, officer detail, 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe, 391.
What is it? Where's the officer being shot? Oh. Jesus. Oh, just walk in with a shotgun.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
I need you to stay copacetic. We need to hold out for the cavalry.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Oh, man.
If you want your rightful
Disciples know what you
share,
did last night?
we need to fight for it!
Killing
What are you
makes you
doing,
feel
cuz?
powerful.
Finish him.
Staking red.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Oh, the rope.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin. Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
I don't think so.
He is fully booting. He's moving it. Never seen him run so fast. Let's use intuition. Oh, I've got all the clues. Crime scene contaminated. He takes so long to get in the car. What do you expect me to do?
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
look like anything.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
There we go. Go interrogate Mandem. Come on.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence.
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession, and we can charge the bum with murder.
Try get a confession out of him. See if I can do that.
We're going this way.
Which way? Which way?
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Are you denying that you strangled Mrs. Terrelson with a length of rope?
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
Okay.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You're lying, Ackerman. There must be a reason. You could have killed her in the camp.
My reasons are my own. Can you disprove what I say? You do your worst. You're the willing tool of a despotic state designed to victimize the unfortunate.
Where were you around 2 a.m. last night?
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrelson.
That's the guy that killed the other guy, right?
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Terrelson will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Let's do one more mission. Might as well.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that
It's the same woman that got injected by the doctor, I know.
don't walk away, don't do me wrong, don't leave me singing this torch song when I'm burning.
The studio secretary murder. Why are you there? Why are they all drunk?
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. A 40-year-old white woman.
Right,
40-year-old. I thought you said 14-year-old at first.
Another body, and Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
So we'll do this mission, then I'll stop the stream depending on how I feel.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
How was you set up when you had all the stuff in your car? You had the blood on your boots and everything on your shoes that you tried to burn like that, because...
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
22 carat.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Kinda got like a double case, huh? Still finishing off bits to this case. Oh. Just go to the rail, yeah, then.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. The Dahlia letters are genuine. The man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street. Unit to end of code 2.
Let's see how far it is. Oh, it's quite far. But if we go up, turn right, and just keep it going straight. Yeah, we can turn right here. Then just keep on going straight down this road. It's not that far, I guess. Then we'll go to the rail yard. Oh, excuse me. Wonder what we have to do on this side mission. Said the person with a gun down there. I'm guessing this way. It's probably more straight, but. There we go.
KGPL to all units. Citizen reports man with a gun. Union and Rockwood Street. Union and Rockwood Street.
God damn it! I said cough it up! I'm not gonna say it again. That's it, old man. I've had enough of your gibberish.
Why would you just shoot him there?
Give it up! LAPD!
Don't push me!
At this range, I'd barely graze him.
Oh my gosh! Holy Toledo! Heaven!
Hurry up, man, you can jump up there. Oh, I thought that was the guy for a second. Oh, there he is.
Jesus H. Christ!
Oh, shame.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
That's done. Let's go to the rail yard now. Is there a way I can see how many missions there is left? Look. No. That looked like there were spikes on the road. Oh shit. The wheelie, you don't know. What, another jump? Can we get another airtime? Nah.
Any Central units, 459 suspects to be taken
Why wait?
into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
Forget that, man. It's too far. I'm here now. What if they had like a time period where you had to do these side missions? Or the person would die or something like that, or they would get away. That would be mad. To be fair, we need a faster car. Oh, for God's sakes. Trigger it, trigger it. Oh, Jesus. Bust a U-turn right there? Yeah, okay. Where's the body?
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. You got it?
Jesus Christ.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Which one's him? Or the white guy?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
I come back to the body. Always come back to the body last.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Oh, welcome, Neville.
We could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's gonna be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
It is 41. Oh. That's when it's good until.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
There you go.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating. What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
I feel like I missed some clues, but let's use the phone anyway.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
So we have them two clowns to talk to. Let's go examine the body. No ring. Oh, she did get a ring.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
And then I had said I had no.
Smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Help me out.
Looks like we might actually have a couple of witnesses this time. Get their state.
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
So the black guy was there, and then this guy was trying to grope all up on the dead body.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand? You sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Oh.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop!
Oh my god.
Don't hit him. You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
Nothing on her body, what?
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
That's so weird.
If you want a full report, you have to let me work.
But I want to knock you out. Keep using that damn attitude.
Any ideas?
I say we try the liquor store next. I could get a short dog for the car.
The liquor store. Wait, which one is... Oh. Hurry up, man.
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending?
Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
I'll finish this mission and then I'm feeling like, yeah, we'll stop the stream maybe. I'm gonna be uploading a video today, I think, maybe. I don't know if I'll be uploading it today. Don't know if I'm gonna upload it, to be fair. I might just do one. There will definitely be a video tomorrow. Hopefully. On Pro Clubs. Oh, go away. Go away, I want to finish this mission. Yeah, there will definitely be a video on Pro Clubs. I might do a video today, just doing, like, not an update video, but announcing what it is to do with Pro Clubs, basically.
can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Why does he keep his stuff out of bar?
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. Well, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around. I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed. Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Graham. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
She wasn't always such a loner. Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
She was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. I'm at a loss.
Question the owner. He must know something.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. To be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
You know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Where are we going next? To that bar. Let's go to the bar. Then we'll go to the bowling alley.
There's people there!
Well, you shouldn't have been walking out in the middle of the road. Jesus. Could just took the nets, right? Drifted straight into that place.
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers? What is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Oh.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
What are you shouting for?
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Oh.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, okay.
You're lying, McCaffrey.
So why she have your book?
You look down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the book.
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing? It was more than that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that goddamn book, and then she lifts it from my apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Which one's Tiernan?
You a friend of Evelyn Summers?
Who's asking?
Very cute. You know who's asking.
I know my rights.
You don't have any. Answer the question.
Evelyn mooches for drinks. I don't have any time for that.
Was that so hard?
Keep writing me, copper.
Okay. Can I go upstairs? No.
The regulars might have something else to tell you, but I don't.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Next stop has got to be the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm. My car
11 King.
fully, I mean my controller fully just died.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
Let's go to Central.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Guy gave it.
I say we bust in there.
In here
What's
we
this
go.
about, Captain? Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, fellas. You're married. Yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
Okay, no.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Why don't you just go to him?
Putting you through now.
You trained at me right here.
Phelps, badge 1247.
Phelps, badge 1247.
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Okay, then.
Thanks for your help.
Gonna go to the bowling alley just to be sure.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
And then we'll go to McCaffrey's house. Oh, that's so nice. Kind of forgot. Let's see where this is. It's right there. Why does there have to be a loading screen there?
Why don't you come on out, Jimmy? I won't let them hurt you. Not my honey boy.
I told you not to call me that, woman. Now shut the hell up.
Jesus.
You shut the hell up.
Stop telling him to shut up before you get your head shot down.
The lady of the house?
It's a nice story. Two old lovebirds just moved in together, but they had a falling out, and he chased her across the yard with a 12 gauge. Now it's him or us.
Hit the bastard!
Officer down!
Give
You're a cop
Are you
killer.
stupid?
What have they done to you?
I'd say you don't put a load of screen there, but they do.
In the papers. Saw that.
We're going to a bowling alley. Then we're going to McAfee's house. I think I'm saying it right. Can't remember. And I literally just looked at it, but I never read it properly. Okay.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in my mind. Because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy Flores?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
What are you showing
Let's
for?
go get him.
That's him.
Tiernan! LAPD!
Oh, don't go driving.
There!
Oh, finally, some speed, man. Hopefully.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go
Yes.
faster if we weren't carrying the
Some
extra
speed.
weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Hit him. Clean this asshole off the road.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
Something like that. This guy's still on. This guy's still trying to drive. He's moving nuts.
Show me your hands!
Are you dumb? I'm using this car. Oh, it is McAfee's.
Whoa there!
Hey! You got your wheel all rolling down them. I like how the wheel just starts drops off. Oh. That's what happens when you don't have a police car.
And at the next junction, you shut your trap.
Got a bump all scraping across the floor and all of that. Why is it showing me that from the top of the house? Less. Apartment 6 it was.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6. Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
Don't think this is any use to us. Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
He was at the scene. Why would you tell? Oh, shame. There's no book.
Junk.
Why would you tear half the thing? Oh, shame. Oh, the lead pipe.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you gonna give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation at least.
That's the guy. I heard he's an honest cop. Now that's an oxymoron for you.
You done fucked up?
Grosvenor McCaffrey! Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
There he is, officer. You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
I knew he'd start running.
Give it up, LAPD!
Oh Jesus, he just started booting. Oh! He got close eye.
Talk about this.
But he got close eye, and the thing is, I saw it coming. Like, I saw him go behind the wall. Yeah, you ended.
Can we talk about this?
Get that uppercut from him.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. Don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever
That's McCaffrey.
What's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over... I get the point. We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, when we gonna find this grand killer?
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them.
McCaffrey.
Don't fail me, young fellas.
All of the evidence.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there? You're going to have to do better than that, detective. Find another fall guy, detective. I'm done.
Mister, a man like you always loses a battle. Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my set.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan.
He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library. We would read for a while and then go for a drink. Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink. I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this?
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
That's true.
You don't like McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Oh my god, man.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 40.
Better interview him too, I guess. Still don't want to tell me anything.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
If it was planted there, then some evil mastermind must be at work here. You got a name, McCaffrey?
Tiernan. Who else?
I was under the impression you thought Tiernan incapable of tying his own shoelaces.
Just going backwards and forwards. And dude's so bad. You go freaking.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks.
Let's go back to McCarthy. Move.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
Oh.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
It literally told me.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. We've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Oh.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at the prison graveyard.
Oh, you don't look happy. There's one clue I missed. I think not looking at the shirt, but I got it anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna finish the stream here. Thank you to everybody that watched, everybody that commented. Hopefully I'll be uploading a video today about a new Pro Club series and things like that. So make sure you go and watch that video, because it's going to be up in maybe, let's say 2-3 hours maybe, hopefully. I don't know. It will be up 2 days, so go and watch that video and leave a like on that video, leave a like on this stream. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, see you in a bit. Peace.